So it's the day after the game. We're sitting here in sunny Brussels waiting for the Eurostar. It has actually been quite a pleasant trip. You know, we started on Tuesday, didn't drink much.
Had my own bedroom.
Wiggy had his own bedroom, thank God. It meant me and Paul managed to get some sleep. So there are some positives in life, even if the football's not positive. But today, you know, we're speaking to several people, you know, on making our way here. And there's not as much pessimism as there was last night. I think last night we all came out feeling quite flat and thinking that it was over, the European journey's over. It's going to be a massive order next Thursday because we're going to have to overturn a 2-goal deficit. It's doable.
Against a good team.
It's doable against a very good team. What?
Everyone's tapping their pockets and saying, I'm going to have some money next year.
Wiggy just said, if you didn't hear it, everyone's tapping their pockets saying we're going to have some money next year for not having to spend on all the European tours. It's been expensive. The last 3 years has been expensive, but I wouldn't change it for anything.
No, me.
But, you know, we've got one more shot at the dice, and that comes next Thursday. We're not going to have Paquetá and Emerson.
Or Bowen, possibly.
And maybe still not Bowen. But Alvarez will be back. And we're going to have to see what David Moyes does, because as people have said, everyone has said exactly the same thing. The first 20 minutes are going to be absolutely crucial. And if we go out and go at them the way we did against Freiburg, who knows what could happen? We get an early goal, and then it's up for grabs, isn't it?
And David Moyes, if you're watching this, can you play Cornet? Please. If Bowen doesn't make it, play Cornet.
Yeah, you heard it. If Bowen doesn't make it, why not play corner? And why not? You know, if Moyes goes out with a defensive-minded team, it's not going to bode well. And we all said it last night, saying it again today. You go out and you defend. Okay, we defended admirably, you know. And if it come off, if we walked away with a 0-0 or even a 1-0, we would have all gone, job done. But it was too much to expect. You know, we can't expect. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we can't expect to defend the whole game. We're just not good enough for it, and we suffered the consequences because Leverkusen made 5 changes, all attacking or trying to attack us, and it worked. We put 2 defenders on. I mean, the irony is the 2 defenders, Gerd and Johnson, were ready to come on before they scored their goal. But why does it take 5 minutes to get a player on the pitch? You know, we should have done it sooner, and maybe, just maybe, that might have made a difference. I'm not so sure. You know, the stats speak for themselves. 30-odd strikes on goal against our 1. We had 1 corner. They had something like 10. They were intent. You know, they went out with a clear intention of what they were going to do. That they wanted to go out and win the game, and that's what they did. We're going to have to do the same next Thursday, but it can be done. So let's see what happens. I won't let my dinner get cold. Right, that's it from us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all soon. Got to add a couple of things which I forgot about. First of all, the atmosphere in the stadium was absolutely superb from both sets of fans. We were singing our hearts out throughout the whole game. A really, really good atmosphere, really good vibe. But the one thing that we did have a little bit of problem with was when we got to the stadium, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes before the game started. And there was quite a lengthy wait to get in through the stadium. God knows what was going on. But it took us, I think we missed the first 10 minutes of the game, give or take? Yeah, and we got blamed for turning up late, but I mean, we were there 25 minutes before. But it took forever and an age to get the fans through 2 turnstiles, and it was taking longer and longer and longer. And I just wonder, I mean, when we actually finally got in, we were meant to be in the lower ground part, the standing area. It was chock-a-block. You couldn't get past the stairs getting into it, so we decided to go upstairs instead of downstairs, which in a way was better because we had a better view and so on. But it looked quite dangerous, and I just wonder, I'm not suggesting anything, but I wonder if there were more fans there than tickets. But who knows? Who knows? It's the day after the game. We're
They
all
are.
sort of now, now that we've kind of like settled a bit, understood what happened. Any different feelings to last night?
Well, yeah, there was a positive.
That's it.
That,
That'll do.
we were disappointed. 31, 32, 33 shots to 1. Moyes playing the deep block. But it worked for 80 minutes, and if we'd have come away with there for just the 1-0, we wouldn't be quite so down. But we're still in it. We can go back next week, and it's possible. We can do it. We can take it extra time, we can take it penalties. So it's not all doom and gloom. So I'm more positive today than I was last night, that's for sure.
And I know defending for 80 minutes or 90 minutes is not really what people want to see.
We're fed up of it, aren't we? Yeah. But we're in Europe for the 3rd year running. I mean, that's a massive positive. It is. But
well, it is a positive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moyes is the creator of his own. What's the word for it? Because he's given us. Hang on, you'll get your turn in a minute. Moyes has given us these 3 years, and we expect more. What more is it we're expecting?
Our expectations are higher, aren't they?
Yeah.
As simple as that, because we've had a flavour of winning a cup, and we think we should be winning this cup. Europa is always going to be harder, always. And we played a good, very good German Meisters. They're going to win the league.
They're going to win the league on Sunday.
Yeah, they're.
Can't hear you, so you're going to have to wait your turn.
They're a Champions League team, and we're not. We're certainly not a Champions League team. A Europa Conference League team.
And a decent Europa League team.
Yeah.
But there are many decent Europa League teams.
Yeah.
They're all vying to win the one trophy.
We hadn't played anyone up until last night, the quality of Bayer Leverkusen. We hadn't, nowhere near. And we struggled against some of those teams, really. So put it in perspective. It was negative. 2-0, it hurt. But up to 80 minutes, the boys were doing their job. And Alvarez, we were missing, Bowen missing. Right, we're going to miss Paquetá. Well, will we miss him?
Don't know if you will.
Emerson we missed, definitely. But it's half-time.
Yeah.
We're 2-0 down. It's half-time.
And the second half is at home.
Yeah, and we have had some atmospheres at the Soulless Bowl. We have. And maybe we can dig another one out. Let's hope so. That's me done and dusted.
That's you done for the positivity. Let's now hand it over to the flip side, the shirts.
There is no real negativity other than I just want to be entertained. And sorry, but last night I was not entertained by a side that wouldn't go over the halfway line. And it's not couldn't, it's wouldn't.
I guess there's.
There were times when Kudus was out free on one side, and Antonio was out free on the other side. Paquetá was doing these silly little flicks, and we just weren't looking to release our players.
So when Paquetá does his little flicks and they don't come off, is that Moyes' fault?
If he's allowing him to do it,
then you should have pulled him off then.
Why not?
Well, we'll see next week, won't we?
If he's
when he doesn't play Paquetá, because Paquetá's going to be suspended.
If he's endorsing those silly little flicks in the middle,
on the edge of our box.
Yeah. No one likes it. When it comes off, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but how often does it come off?
Well, this is it. It hasn't come off for a long time.
It can win us the game, but it normally loses possession.
Yeah.
And off we go again, defend.
But,
no outlet.
But basically, the ball just came back and back and back at us last night. And I want to be entertained, and 2 banks of 5 does not entertain me. And getting to the halfway line thinking, oh my God, I'm not meant to be there, and turning and passing it back, That's not what I'm interested in.
So you still think that
I still think that.
that they're told to get to the halfway line
And
then
don't
pass
lose
it
their
back.
shape.
Ah, that's not what you said. You said they're told to pass it back.
They're not allowed to lose their shape.
Well,
and,
there's nothing wrong with that.
and intensely, that means they've got to pass it back. Because they've got 2 banks of 5 with no outlet. So where are they going still?
So what about next week? Paul's positive that we might get, there's a chance.
You've got to be positive.
As the
You've
guy,
got to have hope.
as the guy said on the
West Ham
train,
fans says, well, we've got something.
as the guy said on the train, an early goal, we can get at them and go after them. And I'd love that to happen. But the chances are, if we get an early goal, Moyes will shut up shop and hope to pinch a second one in the last 5 minutes. We've got to go at them for 90 minutes next
A
week.
bit like Freiburg. Go
Yeah,
on.
go at them for 90 minutes. Let's have it. Because we've got players that can do it, even with the guys that are out. I'm not one of those that says, if Moyes stays, I'm not renewing my season ticket. Because as you both know, I already have. Because I'm a West Ham boy. And I will always support that team, but by God, they need some supporting sometimes. And it's hard work. Give me something occasionally, boys. Come on.
Maybe next Thursday, Wiggy.
Let's hope. And I am going to go there and I am going to be positive. And I will have had a couple of pints. Unlike now. And let's do it. Let's have it. Let's go after them. At least. That's me, Stel.
Thank you.